I will never forget the day that I was diagnosed with GERD. My doctor handed me a PPI and a list of foods that I could no longer eat. He told me that I need to avoid all of these foods forever and that this was a lifelong condition. Not only was this so scary and discouraging, but he also didn't tell me that there were so many foods that could help optimize my health and actually prevent reflux. And he was completely wrong that GERD was going to be a lifelong condition for me. Once I understood what foods to include, how to optimize my digestion, how to address my root causes of reflux, I was able to overcome GERD. This wasn't a quick overnight process, but I teach you everything that I needed to know and needed to do in order to overcome acid reflux in my video right here. So be sure to check that out. But today I'm going to be taking you on a journey through my go-to foods for acid reflux, the best foods to include that help you prevent reflux and also help prevent decreasing inflammation and tissue healing. We hear a lot about what foods to avoid, but we don't often talk about what foods might actually help you reduce inflammation, heal, and also reduce vitamin deficiencies that may be happening with proton pump inhibitors or H2 blockers. I can remember standing in the grocery store, rereading the back of a box of crackers and being thoroughly confused about what to eat. I felt discouraged, I felt totally lost, and I don't want that to be you. So be sure to stick around for all of my favorites, including functional foods that could actually help you prevent reflux. And don't forget to stay till the end of this video because I have an extra special freebie for you.
So if you have acid reflux, you're gonna wanna fill your diet with lots of fiber-rich fruits and vegetables that are low in acid and rich in antioxidants. So things like cabbage, broccoli, green beans, asparagus, zucchini, these are all excellent. Fiber helps to bind to acid in the stomach, also helps with regularity to keep everything flowing through the digestive system. So try to make sure you're having a fruit or vegetable with each meal. I get a lot of questions about bell peppers, and sweet red and sweet orange peppers actually can be acid reflux friendly. However, green bell peppers, especially when they're raw, can be a little bit more of a trigger, so be careful of the raw green peppers. Purple potatoes are one of my all-time favorite foods for acid reflux. They are so rich in antioxidants, soluble fiber, and a great complex carbohydrate to add to your meals. Instead of citrus fruits that could exacerbate symptoms of reflux, heartburn, throat pain, throat tightness, stick with more alkaline fruits. These fruits are going to be the best for you if you have acid reflux. Papayas are very low in acid. Honeydew and cantaloupe, as well as watermelon, are great low acid fruits if you struggle with reflux and GERD. Bananas are another wonderful low acid fruit they could add to your diet to incorporate more diversity. Yes, fresh herbs. So I get a lot of questions about what do I put on my pasta sauces? In addition to the recipes on the Flora app, one really easy thing is just getting fresh basil or fresh oregano, crisping this up in a pan with a little bit of garlic infused olive oil, and then add your pasta, some sauteed veggies, you're ready to go. Frozen vegetables are such a convenient way to add veggies to your meals, but not break the bank. I stock up on all my frozen veggies and keep them in the freezer for quick, easy weeknight meals that are affordable and nutritious. Contrary to popular belief, frozen veggies contain all of the nutrients of fresh veggies because they are frozen at peak ripeness and nutrition value. If you're taking a proton pump inhibitor like omeprazole, pantoprazole, or an H2 blocker, you want to make sure you're getting enough B vitamin rich foods. Whole grains like oatmeal and whole grain crackers are a great source of B vitamins to help prevent B vitamin deficiency. Whole grains, these are my absolute favorite whole grain crackers. I love the Wasa crackers because they are super simple ingredients and rich in soluble fiber. Something that needs to be in your pantry if you have acid reflux is wild rice and quinoa. These are the best bases for your bowls and your salads to add fiber and satiety. A lot of my clients are feeling like they're not satisfied after their meals. You want to make sure you're having a carbohydrate, a protein, and a plant to help you feel satisfied until your next meal. In case you didn't know, popcorn is a whole grain. It's rich in fiber and a wonderful acid reflux friendly snack. Just be sure to check the seasonings to make sure that you're not getting one that is spicy. You don't have to miss out on pasta if you have acid reflux. Definitely check out all of the acid reflux friendly pasta sauces like the Green Goddess sauce and the butternut squash sauce, as well as the cashew Alfredo on the Flora app. Oh, nutritional yeast. Nutritional yeast is a fortified food rich in B vitamins. Again, if you've been on a PPI long term, this may deplete your B vitamins. So you want to make sure you're eating foods that are rich in B vitamins like whole grains, squash, eggs, and nutritional yeast. Add this to your food, your popcorn for a cheesy flavor and extra vitamins. Oh, okay guys, this is my favorite pasta brand. It's called Jovial Foods. They have a really, really great egg brown rice pasta. They don't have it here, but that's my go-to if you're gluten-free. Has the best texture of any gluten-free pasta that I've seen. So definitely check out their egg and brown rice pasta. So many sauces you see on the shelf are going to have vinegar or spicy additions. Coconut aminos is a wonderful thing to cook with. This is in a lot of the recipes in my cookbook and on the Flora app. It's a great way to add flavor without adding acidity. Your food doesn't have to be boring if you have acid reflux. Things like oregano, basil, bay leaf, thyme, sage, and cilantro, as well as fresh dill or parsley, these can really liven up your foods and add health benefits. They don't have it here, but don't sleep on sumac. Sumac is a dried herb that can give a little bit of zinginess to your meals, and I personally love this on veggies and proteins. One thing people often forget about when they're trying to prevent acid reflux and recover from acid reflux is inflammation. Inflammation is created by consistent reflux, and we need to incorporate omega-3 rich foods to help decrease inflammation. One of my favorite omega-3 rich foods is flax meal. Add this to your yogurts and oats for a boost of omega-3 and fiber. Do not sleep on salmon if you are trying to reduce inflammation and heal from reflux. Salmon is rich in omega-3s that can help reduce inflammation, support your skin health, and tissue repair. Next category of foods I want to talk about is lean proteins. It's understandable you'd be confused about which proteins to eat with reflux. We hear a lot about high-fat foods being bad for reflux because they loosen the lower esophageal sphincter, and that is true, but you still need proteins and some healthy fats in your diet. Eggs are like a little multivitamin. They have every vitamin except vitamin C, and they're a great protein source for your diet. If you struggle with the yolks or you feel like the yolks exacerbate symptoms, stick with the egg whites. Some of the best meats if you have acid reflux are going to be lean meats like chicken or turkey because these do not contain a high level. Oh, I need to show you this. This is what I usually buy for my own nutrition practice. I will have frozen salmon fillets, frozen cod fillets, frozen shrimp, so I can just pull them out, defrost them, and add them with some veggies or some rice for a quick dinner. One of the most pivotal changes I made in my own nutrition practice in 2023 was upping my protein intake. I was feeling really low energy, not recovering from my workouts, and still hungry after pretty much every meal. Adding more lean proteins to my meals helped me stay satiated and boost my energy levels. Lean proteins are a great food for reflux. Stock up on frozen shrimp, frozen salmon, ground chicken, add these to your meals and aim for a palm-sized amount of protein to help prevent snacking in between meals. Snacking actually plays a really key role in reflux prevention. You want to avoid going over 3 to 4 hours without food because this can increase your likelihood to have reflux or overeat at your next meal. So make sure you have a bar in your bag to prevent going too long in between meals. Skip the bars that have a chocolate or espresso in them or the mint ones. I love the Go Macro bars because they have lots of chocolate-free and low FODMAP flavors. This is their blueberry and cashew, and then their banana and almond butter are great reflux-friendly options. Let me know if you want to make a video on the best protein powders for acid reflux and GERD. Now let's talk about functional foods that could actually help you prevent acid reflux. Ginger is one of them, which is a natural prokinetic that can actually stimulate stomach emptying to help prevent reflux. If you feel this is too spicy for your throat, feel free to skip it, but you could incorporate this as a tea or in your meals to help stimulate motility. I used to think dairy was bad for acid reflux, but yogurt can actually be a very healthy addition to your diet. Yogurt contains probiotics that add healthy bacteria to your gut. It's also a great source of calcium, which could be low if you've been on a PPI for a long time. Very convenient source of protein. No dairy, no problem. You can try coconut yogurt, but be sure to add a protein powder to boost the protein. I eat yogurt pretty much every day because it's such a convenient, easy source of protein. You can make it a complete meal with fruit and granola, some pumpkin seeds, and you're ready to go. They have it. I have to reach all the way back. This must be a popular one. Another functional food you should know about if you struggle with reflux is throat coat tea. This is an amazing product. It contains slippery elm, which is an herb that helps coat the esophagus and protect from acid erosion. It also decreases inflammation in the esophagus and the throat. My clients absolutely love this, and this is something I use to help reduce inflammation. Make sure you get the one with slippery elm and the one that is not mint, because mint is a reflux trigger that can loosen the lower esophageal sphincter. Alkaline water can play a really important role if you have laryngopharyngeal reflux, which is the symptoms of reflux in the throat. So throat burning, throat irritation, voice changes. This is due to pepsin being activated in the throat from reflux. So I love the Alkaline Smart Water 9.5. This is high enough in alkalinity to deactivate pepsin in the throat. Love this in between meals, not during meals. In my opinion, essential water is not alkaline enough. In some testing trials, this has not been above a pH of 8.5, which is what you need for pepsin deactivation. The aloe plant could be soothing if you struggle with esophagitis or gastritis, inflammation of the esophagus or the stomach lining. However, it is not lasting relief. It's sort of like putting aloe on a sunburn. You might feel good in the moment, but it's not something that I use as a functional therapy because I don't think the relief lasts very long. So in my opinion, not worth the money.
I hope this video was helpful for you. Definitely let me know in the comments if you want me to make more grocery store tours or what type of content you'd like to see from me. And be sure to grab my free grocery guide down below, my reflux-friendly grocery list, to help guide your next grocery shopping haul. If you are struggling in your reflux journey and you're looking for support on how to overcome acid reflux, you're gonna want to check out my video here. So click here to watch my next video and get started on your reflux relief journey.